All right, so they put an awful music dub over it because they're playing the original Midnight Rider actual song here from the Allman Brothers. But it's at a fire. There's a horse in the background, and they're out in the woods, and you see Magnum TA seated on a log talking to a man wearing a black jacket, a black shirt, a red bandana around his neck, and a black mask and a black hat. And they're talking about how Dusty's been suspended for 120 days, and he just introduced himself. My name is the Midnight Rider. I come from Diablo Canyon. Man, they're just ruining it with this dub over. But listen, when this first aired in 88, it's the Allman Brothers Midnight Rider in the background. And you see Dusty talking over a fire here with a mask and hat. And he's bringing back the Midnight Rider persona, which of course he had done in Florida, maybe a decade before, maybe not quite that, 6, 7, 8 years before. And he won the NWA World Championship. But of course, at the time, Dusty was suspended and he was not allowed to compete. So as part of the rules from the NWA, they have to know the real identity of all of their champions. So Dusty was faced with the idea, do I reveal that I'm Dusty and then get in more trouble, or just give the damn belt back? And so the Midnight Riders run didn't count. But still, he's dusting off this Florida angle, bringing it to Jim Crockett Promotions. I love this bit. I think it's hilarious. It never gets old. And I just hate that we can't have the original OG music with it. So maybe we'll find it and we'll post it to social with the original music so everybody can enjoy it, where you can actually hear the shit.
Yeah. It was quite an angle. Two things. I had heard one time, and this is probably unfair to even say this.
Say it.
But I had heard one time that dusting off the Midnight Rider was a desperation move.
Desperation in what regard?
In other words, I had heard that he had dusted off the Midnight Rider back in Florida when things were going downhill.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
And so this is things are going downhill for the Crockett's right now, and so that's why he dusted. So that's why he went back to it.
Well, listen, I hear you, but at the same time, let me ask you this: when all of a sudden Chris Jericho starts wearing a hat and paints his face and puts spikes on his jacket and calls himself the Painmaker, is that desperation, or is he reinventing himself?
He's reinventing himself.
So that's my thing, is I feel like that's two sides of the same coin. If you're a supporter of Chris Jericho, then you say, oh, he's reinventing himself. If you're a Chris Jericho hater, you say, oh, he must be getting desperate.
Yeah.
It's a desperation move. Well, I mean, the reality is the key to success long-term in entertainment is reinventing yourself.
Of course it is. Unless you're Kiss and you just paint your face and go out and have 10 farewell tours. They've been having a farewell tour since 1996, by the way.
Yep. So here we are 30 years later, still farewelling.
And it's always working. It always works. Anyway, I'm just saying that. I'm not saying that's Dusty doing that. I'm saying that's what I had heard.
Yeah. Haters.
And of course,
haters.
The haters say that. Of course they do.
Yes.